So today I just got word that one of my best friends, Moreno, passed away, and I'm in complete shock and disbelief. Will's been one of my good friends. For a period of time, he was one of my best friends. And we went to high school together, we wrestled together. And in that period of time, we grew really close together, especially after high school. We grew even closer, and we would spend a lot of time together with our friend James. And it's a blessing that I had a chance to grow so close with him. He's an incredible, energetic person with an incredible sense of humor, a heart of gold, and he's going to be greatly missed. My heart goes out to his mother, Cece Chavez, and the rest of his family and friends. I think one of his best friends, Jeremy, for informing me of Will's passing. And he's going to be greatly missed, not just by me or his friends, his family, but by the world. Everything Will did, he was really great at. And I noticed that from afar. He always rised to whatever challenges that he faced. He always seemed to rise to the ranks in any job or career path that he's chosen. And I'm really grateful to Will, because he encouraged me in a lot of ways to go after my goals and my dreams. We actually started what would be my first company with Will and my other best friend, Gio. And it was called Anthem Apparel. Now, the goal was to start a clothing company. And the thing is, Will, Gio, and I, we all had very unique and differing views of what the company was going to be like. And we all contributed in some way to the company and to the idea. And that was my first attempt at creating a business, and it was a lot of fun. Will, he had his own unique ideas for product development. We ended up making a couple shirts together that actually made it to print. And one of the shirts was Will's design. We had been going to a lot of clubs at the time. I think we were around maybe 19, 20, 21 in that general age. And we ended up making this one shirt for a DJ. His name was Bip Jeffington. And we ended up making some tank tops for him, and that was Will's design. And yeah, it was really awesome to be able to come up with an idea and a concept, and to be able to co-create with Will, and to be able to go and start selling merch and going to different club events, giving shirts out and stuff like that. It was a unique experience. And again, one of the earliest experiences I had with entrepreneurship and design, and ultimately in brotherhood, just being in collaboration with Will was an honor and a privilege. And then another shirt that we ended up designing was another shirt, which was it was like a shirt that has democracy spelled across 3 different lines, and we ended up making like 50 of those shirts. And funny thing is, like right around that time, I kind of stopped believing in the concept of democracy. And so for a number of reasons, we didn't continue on with the business, but Will was very adamant that he wanted to keep going. And that tenacity, that desire to create is one of the many beautiful things about Will. And Will, he ended up moving eventually to Denver, and he bounced around, I believe, and he even went to and moved into New Mexico. All the while, Will had a career through different McDonald's chains of restaurants, and he would always update me and keep me posted on how he's doing, and asking me really deep and in-depth questions that showed he truly cared about me and my life and how it was going. And he's such a great friend in that way. Another 1990 baby. He graduated in 2008 La Mirada High School. But he was more than that. He was a really awesome son. My brother. He was a great friend. And another great thing about him is that he encouraged me to keep going with my ideas, and I was able to share high-level thoughts with him. And he was so intelligent that he always met me where I was at, and he challenged me in a lot of ways to keep going. When I was building out one of my ideas for Motaria with my best friend, business partner, Gio, and his now wife, Christina, there was a lot of times where we had lost momentum, and the game was kind of just stuck in limbo, and it needed somebody to kind of take the reins and keep pushing. And I wasn't always the best person to do that, but Will helped me out a lot with kind of just exploring the idea further, and he asked me a lot of really detailed questions, which helped me kind of solidify some of my thoughts and my vision for the company. And he's just a smart, intelligent, and a caring friend and person that he's going to be greatly missed. He's always going to be loved by his family and his friends that knew him well. And even into the past couple years, Will put out over 30 episodes for his podcast, Banana Ducks. And I regret not being on his show just because of what? time constraints. I wish I would have had an hour to spend with him. Another hour. Life is precious. Okay. We can't take any of it for granted. We don't know how much sand we have left in our little hourglass of life. So make it count. Don't forget to tell your loved ones that you love them. Well, you're going to be greatly missed, my friend. And now, we hope that you're just a floating spirit that is back in unison with the universe, back in oneness. And may you rest in paradise. Well, Moreno, Mino, we love you.